Welcome to Bless You TV. Judas Iscariot was one of the 12 disciples chosen by Jesus Christ. He walked alongside Jesus, witnessing miracles, hearing his teachings, and sharing in the mission of spreading the gospel. However, despite his close proximity to Jesus, Judas would become infamous for his act of betrayal. A disciple with a hidden heart, Judas came from the region of Iscariot, distinguishing him from the other disciples, who were mostly from Galilee. He was entrusted with handling the group's money, acting as their treasurer. However, the Gospel of John suggests that Judas had a weakness: greed. He would steal from the money bag, prioritizing wealth over faith. As Jesus' ministry grew, so did the opposition from the religious leaders. The chief priests and elders saw Jesus as a threat to their authority. They sought a way to arrest him without stirring the public, as many followed Jesus with admiration. Judas provided them with the perfect opportunity: the betrayal for 30 pieces of silver. At some point, Judas made a fateful decision. He approached the chief priests and asked, "What will you give me if I deliver him to you?" They offered him 30 pieces of silver, the price of a slave in ancient times. Judas agreed, waiting for the right moment to hand Jesus over. On the night of the Last Supper, Jesus revealed that one of his disciples would betray him. Distressed, they each asked, "Is it I, Lord?" When Judas asked, Jesus replied, "You have said it." Still, the other disciples did not fully understand what was about to happen. Later that night, in the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas led a group of armed soldiers and religious officials to arrest Jesus. To identify Jesus in the darkness, Judas gave him a kiss, a symbol of love turned into a signal of treachery. Jesus responded, "Judas, do you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" Regret and a tragic end. After Jesus was arrested and condemned, Judas was overcome with guilt. He returned to the chief priests, throwing the silver coins back at them, saying, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." But they coldly replied, "What is that to us? See to it yourself." Despair consumed him. Unable to undo his betrayal, Judas went out and hanged himself in sorrow. The money he had received was later used to buy a burial field, known as the Field of Blood. Legacy of betrayal. Judas's name became synonymous with betrayal and treachery. Yet his story is also one of human weakness, guilt, and the consequences of choosing greed over faith. Some believe his actions were part of a divine plan, while others see him as a tragic figure who could not find redemption. Regardless of interpretation, the story of Judas Iscariot serves as a warning about the dangers of greed, deception, and the weight of regret. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.